So let's take a moment to review the lesson. The purpose of this presentation is to review the Big Six research steps. I have attached a handout to this lesson. Much of your planning will be done on this paper, so there's space to write and brainstorm ideas. In step 1, you define your task. Brainstorm and think about what topic you want to write about, and then you're going to determine your research question. Usually the best questions are not yes or no questions, they're open-ended. So they're going to start with something like why do or how do. In step 2, you'll determine information-seeking strategies. What tools do you have available? Which ones are you going to choose to use? So let's say I'm doing a research paper on penguins. I could find a book on penguins when I go to the library, and I can use maybe the EBSCOhost database that we have. What search terms will I use? Well, I'm going to need to look up the penguin habitats, where they live, what kind of environment do they live in. I could look up penguins and what they eat, something like that. In step 3, it's about location and access. Is there a database password? That's something you're going to need to know. So the database password might be 1234. What's the Dewey number for the penguins? Where in the library am I going to find that? I looked it up and it's 598, so I can go to that section of the library to look for it. If you need help finding out what the Dewey number is, you can ask me, and I can help you figure that out. Who can help me if I get stuck? Of course, your teacher can help you. I can also help you. In step 4, this is the actual research part. You're going to start looking in those books and in the database. You're going to use those search terms that you came up with. I want you to write down, when you write down anything, be sure to record where you got it from. You need the title. So let's say Penguin World King Penguins is the title of the web page that I found. It is on penguinworld.com. It's by Spencer Davis Lloyd, and I did not find a date on that page, so I just made a note, no date. When we do our citations, you'll be able to write N period, D period, if there is no date. But try to find one if you can. In step 5, you're going to think of 2 to 3 subtopics that you can talk about. It's kind of subcategories. These are going to be your main paragraphs or main sections of your research paper. So if I'm doing penguins, I could write about their habitats first, and then talk about the different sizes and character traits that the different breeds of penguins have. And then maybe my last section would be about the interesting facts that I found. You're going to, in this step, you're going to outline your paper using those subtopics and such. You're going to write the rough draft. You're going to conference with your teacher. You're going to make revisions based on the feedback you got in the conference. And then you're going to edit. That's the spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and so forth. In step 6, that's the evaluation. Did you look at the rubric? Very important. You need to look back at the rubric that your teacher gave you. Is this my best work? Don't just say, yes, it's great. Think about what you did really well. Yes, I did a really good job of recording my sources this time. Or I did a really good job of making sure each paragraph had a topic sentence. What did you do really good on this time? And are you proud of your work? If your answer is yes, then you may go ahead and submit it. If no, then maybe go back and fix what you're not happy with. Using this research method will help you stay organized and make sure you don't forget important parts of the research process.